We have a lot of very important news to talk about in today's video, including the Rochas collab being confirmed to be canceled from the game forever, a Nyx impersonator drama, the skin recognizability rule being scrapped from the game, the Peeler skin potentially being scrapped from the game, leaks about the Aberrant skin for John Doe, a new Aberrant Noli skin, and so many more. There's a lot to talk about today, and it's going to be worth your time to watch this video until the end. So without wasting any more time, let's get straight into it. First of all, let's talk about the Rochas collab for Forsaken. If you guys don't know, about a week ago, the owner of the Rochas ARG, also known as Demaro, made a Twitter post saying that they no longer mind if Rochas was added back into Forsaken since the game is now owned by new people, and that Demaro has already moved on from the whole situation. However, literally less than an hour before I made the script, Demaro sent this post on Twitter basically saying that they have canceled all plans for Rochas to ever come back into Forsaken, and they even said that Rochas will never be returning to Forsaken ever again. This news came as a shock to me and almost everybody on the Forsaken community, since almost everyone was already hyped about Rochas coming back, and knowing that it's canceled forever just broke a lot of people's hearts. I'm almost certain that the whole reason why the Rochas collab was pulled away is because of the entire drama that Forsaken has been involved in for the past few days, and this just shows you how damaging the recent drama really is for the game. It's completely understandable if you guys are upset about this, especially considering how hyped the return for Rochas was. However, we have to respect Demaro's decision for this because it's understandable if a developer doesn't want their work to be associated with everything that has happened in the game so far. As of right now, it seems like there is no hope for Rochas to ever come back, and we just have to accept that. It's sad to think about how just a week ago, everyone was hyped for Rochas, and now it's permanently removed from the game. Rochas being canceled forever might just be the beginning of Forsaken collabs being pulled away from the game because of the whole soul drama thing, and if things escalate, then it's no surprise if other collabs are also going to be pulled away from Forsaken. It's frustrating, but we can't blame them for this as well. However, I do hope that it doesn't have to turn out like this and that the devs will handle this situation well so that it can end as soon as possible. On the topic of things getting scrapped, we also have news that the skin recognizability rule is now scrapped from Forsaken. If you guys don't know, the skin recognizability rule is, if I'm not mistaken, a rule that basically means that every skin that's going to be added into Forsaken must be easily recognizable as what survivor or killer they are for. It's a pretty dumb rule that they added into the game, and this has caused a lot of issues and drama in the past. For example, the Kara skin for 1X was scrapped a long time ago because of this skin recognizability rule. And if you guys remembered, this had caused a huge drama on Twitter when the devs announced this. That said though, the skin recognizability rule being scrapped was announced by Hitoko on Twitter a few days ago. And you can just tell how happy people are that they finally got rid of this rule, judging from the amount of views and likes that this post had gotten. I hope that because this rule is scrapped, some unique skin concepts such as this fan-made Minecraft story mode skin for Noli could be added, or maybe revive some skins that have been scrapped because of this skin recognizability rule, such as the Kara skin for 1X. Moving on, let's talk about the Nyx impersonator drama that happened a few days ago. So this drama happened because of this one tweet that was sent on Twitter. It's basically a tweet saying that Nyx will be pulling out all of the themes that they have in Forsaken, and this is due to the recent drama that has occurred recently. Now, because of how most of us were pretty distracted with the drama and were already panicking because of all the soul-driven love thing, a lot of people, including myself, actually fell for it and believed this fake tweet. The tweet was confirmed to be a fake when Alex contacted the real Nyx on Discord, to which the real Nyx confirmed that whoever sent this message is a Nyx impersonator. Now, because of how viral the tweet had gotten on Twitter, I'm concerned that some people might fall for this if they don't know the truth behind it. So I hope that by making this video, I can spread awareness and let people know that whoever sent this message is a fake, and Nyx's music will still remain in the game. It's also important to note that Nyx already got paid for their music in the game, so it wouldn't make sense if they were to remove it. Now, I'd wish that everything would just end here. However, this honestly escalated quite a bit on Twitter because whoever is behind the Knicks account caused problems online and kept on pushing the claim that they're the real Knicks, as well as denying the fact that they're an impersonator. Here are some proofs attached from Alex about the fake Knicks pushing the fact that he's the real person, as well as some other screenshots related to this. As you can see from the image, the impersonator clearly doesn't want to give in to the fact that he's a fake, and apparently what he did made the real Knicks pretty mad. I find the part where he tries to convince people that he's the real Knicks to be very funny, especially the part where he failed so badly at it. However, the part that I still see people believing his tweet up to this day, and how he fooled quite a lot of people, including Forsaken News on Twitter and myself, is pretty concerning. In the future, I will do more research to actually check the account of a user if they post something Forsaken related in order to prevent myself from ever spreading fake information that I thought was true, especially if this news came from a source that I don't normally use. I do want to apologize for when I attached that screenshot in one of my recent videos, and something like this won't ever happen again. That being said, because of how viral the tweet is and how it got triple the views than Alex's post that called him out for what he did, God knows how many people still believe this. So the next time you guys know someone that believes this post, please be sure to let them know about it and how the person who sent this message is a Knicks impersonator. I really don't like it when someone is deliberately spreading a hoax and is fooling innocent people just because they wanted to. And this is both pointless and can really harm people if it's genuinely serious. Moving on, let's talk about the Peeler skin potentially getting scrapped from the game. There's a reason why I decided to place this part of this video here instead of the beginning, and I'll get to that in a second. So anyways, for those who don't know, the Peeler skin is a skin for Cool Kid that turns him into this black horror figure that's shown on screen, and the only thing we know about him so far is the fact that he's based on Annoying Orange, and that when used, his minions will most likely be the undead versions of Apple and Pear. Now, unfortunately, despite how amazing this skin looks like, it was confirmed by Alex that Knicks has said that he's considering to scrap this skin, and it all has to do with the whole Soul drama that has occurred recently. Now, for those who are skeptical about whether or not this is the real Knicks that's talking, Alex has also confirmed to us that this is based on the real Knicks and not from the impersonator, as Knicks himself had personally DM'd Alex on Discord about this news. This is exactly why I wanted to place this section of the video right after talking about the Knicks impersonator problem, because I know that people in the comments would have asked about this had I discussed the Peeler skin getting scrapped beforehand. That being said, it is currently only a possibility that the Peeler skin might be scrapped, as Knicks is only considering it right now. Therefore, there is still hope that the skin might come into the game. This hope, of course, depends on how this drama progresses. If it escalates to an even worse situation, then it probably will get scrapped. However, if it gets resolved, then hopefully the Peeler skin will still be coming. On the topic of skins, we also have to talk about the Aberrant skin for John Doe. Alex recently shared this image on Twitter, basically showing a small part of the Aberrant skin for John Doe. We currently have no idea as to what part of the skin this might be, but I'm guessing that it might be either the arms or the torso. Judging from how the image looked like, I feel like the Aberrant John Doe will be textured pretty well, since we can see some wrinkles or whatnot in the image, and I do hope that the devs will deliver with this skin, considering how it might be the expensive, high-quality skin that the devs talked about a few months ago. Apart from this small leak, Alex also sent this image on Twitter showing the kill animation for Aberrant John Doe. The image is pretty blurred, but from this we can get a sense of how big the Aberrant skill will be compared to normal Roblox characters, and we can also somewhat see how the killing animation would look like. It probably will have its own killing animation, and if this were the case, then the Aberrant John Doe skin would be such a worthwhile skin to buy. Talking about aberrant skins, we also have news that there might be an aberrant skin for Noli. The aberrant Noli was first mentioned a while ago in Twitter, around 29 days ago as of recording. However, we now have confirmation from Alex that the aberrant Noli is now a possibility and could come into Forsaken. This became a possibility because Alex is currently asking the devs on whether or not they want aberrant skins for every character in the game, and depending on how they responded, it may or may not be added into the game. The aberrant John Doe is still planned to come into the game since I've not seen anything that says otherwise. But if the devs gave permission to make aberrant skins for every killer in the game, then Noli will be the next killer to receive an aberrant skin. That being said though, here is an image from Alex that shows the concept design for aberrant Noli's idle animation. As you can see, he appears to look somewhat like the YAAI skin for Noli because of the black and white split. And we can also see that he's floating in his idle animation instead of just standing still. As of right now, the aberrant Noli skin looks very promising, and I do hope that the devs will approve of this skin so that it can get added into the game. Anyways, that is all for the video. If you enjoyed it so far, please do give it a like and subscribe for more content like this one. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.